dear subscribers and participants of our platform All Foods Market. I am happy to greet you again from Berlin. It's day 2. We are now visiting a very famous and well-known Dutch company Normec, and our interview is today with Jamie Dorre, and he's from the company Normec QC One. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Thank you. Jamie, can you please a bit describe about your company activities and background and everything what you think important to know for our subscribers?
Sure, no problem. So hello everybody, my name is Jamie Dorre. I'm a product owner at QC One. QC One is a company which focuses on the development of applications for quality control software. We are part of the Normec group, that's our mother company. Normec focuses on all the aspects of quality management, so quality control, quality assurance, and another variety of services. So within QC One, as I said, I'm a product owner. I'm responsible for the contact on a day-to-day basis with our customers. I'm always on the lookout for new development opportunities to enhance our system with new tools and other options to help our customers. My background is also in quality management. My previous role, I was a quality manager in a big fruit and vegetable importing and exporting company. I also have a background in flowers, where I was also a technical manager. So I think that is one of the key things that is really important for our company. The people that work with our company also have hands-on experience from the field, working with the product. And that experience and knowledge we try to translate into development of our system and new tools to help our customers.
Jamie, you know, normally people, growers always say, I have such a good product that I have no need for the quality control. But when something happens, then they immediately run to the quality control inspectors and ask for the support. Can you describe a bit to our subscribers why is to have a permanent contact with quality control agencies important?
Well, I think it's important. In the end, what you want as a supplier or a grower or a farmer is that your product that you send to them is not coming back. If a product is coming back, then something is clearly going wrong. What's very important is that the impression of the product you give to the customers is a good impression, and quality is one of those impressions. What I would say, if you are on top of your quality and you're always in control of what you do, there are no surprises. There should no product be coming back. And I think that is, in my experience, what is the biggest challenge for a lot of producers. Everything seems okay, and it's also based on a little bit of knowledge and experience with the product. But when you really start looking at your product in a consistent way, for example, using applications like QC One, a tool where you are forced to check your product in a certain way, sometimes you can find out that there are still some things that can be improved in your quality. Quality management is also a little bit being transparent with your customers. If you have your quality under control, you are very confident if your customer asks you any questions, and you'll be able to demonstrate how you manage your quality and share your specifications throughout the chain. It gives a certain feel of maturity, and that's also something that can help you in the business with your customers. So quality should be a really integral part of your whole process. Otherwise it will come back and bite you back in the end, and that's not what you want.
Can you tell us a bit about the geography of your customers and portfolio of your customers? Is it only retailers or only growers, or?
Yeah, that's a good question. Our headquarters is based in Barendrecht in the Netherlands. We're a software company, but our customer base is worldwide. We have about 40% of our customers in the Benelux, so that's the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, and the other 60% are all over the world. So we are used in Americas, but also in Asia, the rest of Europe. Our customer base is basically the whole chain. So we have the end customers like the retailers or the wholesalers, but we also have the parties in between. So the companies who buy the product from producers and sell them to the retail sector. But also we have some farmers and producers in our portfolio. With those broad types of customers, it's also for us very valuable to see how each different segment of the chain is working with quality. And with that experience that we built with that, we're able to help more and more customers to on board with the quality system we use.
For customers in Central Asia, if they visit your website, sometimes they will have feeling that maybe your company is too big and you are not interested in little size or medium size customer. Is it true, or you can work with any customer?
No, yeah, for me, I think it's also a little bit personal. For me, it's the complete opposite. I always have a healthy interest in people and interactions. And I think what a big part of our philosophy is, we would really like to help producer to get their product properly through the chain. So for us, it's important to have a big customer and to have a small customer. For us, there is no difference because in the end, we are helping the whole category and everybody to get to a higher level of quality. And that's for us, I think, the most important thing. So we don't make any differences for bigger or smaller customers.
Most of the time, people believe that quality control should be done at the end of the final destination. Can you give us, for example, the way where else can be done the quality control?
Yeah. So of course the final check you just mentioned is a very important check because that is what's ending up with your customer. But let's say you do your final check and your shipment is ready to go, but then you see a quality problem. Okay, you can block it, but then you have to call your customer and say, I'm sorry, I can't send you the product because I rejected it. It's much better to be ahead of that. So if you look further back in the chain, for example, when the product leaves the field or you receive some product which you like to resell, do your quality checks also in that place. So you are aware of the quality that's going through your process before you send it to your customer. What's always good as well is what I've done in my experience with my previous companies is when you sell your product, quality does not stop there because once the product left your facility, the way the product arrives at a customer is one thing, but also the consumer is evenly important. For example, shelf life is a very important part of monitoring your quality. Your product might be shipped in a good shape, but if it ends up in the end at the consumer in a poor quality, something is going wrong. By doing, for example, shelf life testing, you can monitor what happens to the quality of your product after it left your facility. And it's very easy to do, very a low impact example how you can monitor shelf life. Just bring one sample to your house, put it in the fridge and leave it there like a consumer would do. And then in a couple of days have a check, how does it look? Would I buy this as a customer? So that's also an example of how you could monitor your quality.
And I do believe that part of your job is not only giving the final report about the quality, but also to monitor how is going the progress in the industry of the packaging, how is the cold chain is working, how is the logistics working, and of course the impact of the global warming. And my next question is about, do you see as a professional quality control inspector that the global warming is making the impact on the quality of the vegetables and fruits?
Yes, yes. My background is actually, I did an ecological study, which also focused on the climatic changes. And yeah, we can't deny that the climate is changing. And of course it has an impact on nature and also the crops that you grow. So the way I see it, how you can cope with that is try to look for varieties and products that can cope with the changes of the climate. For example, if your product or your variety that you've been growing for a couple of years is performing less and less each year, perhaps it's wise to have a look, okay, are there different varieties that can cope better with drought or extensive rain, or that are just a bit more robust in the chain?
In my opinion, is that your job is very similar to the health insurance companies. People need you 365 days a year, because at the moment when you go to the supermarket you can find the same blueberries every week. So it's not like years before when you eat fruits only in the season. So it's going year around availability of the every product. Can you tell your opinion about that? Is it still big difference between the season fruit and the year-round fruit, or it's?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. I do think there can be a difference, but the aim in quality management is to deliver consistent quality. So of course throughout the year seasons change, and one source might be available in spring but not be available in summer, so you have to source elsewhere. If you have a proper quality management tool in place and you have certain key aspects you monitor of a product, if you source somewhere else and you focus on the same quality aspects as you do with your original source, you can ensure a consistent quality. On the other hand, if there are products that are less being impacted by seasonal changes, that's a good thing. But still, I can imagine that everywhere around the world there are climate changes. So perhaps not now, but at a later stage, everybody will be confronted with changes that might impact your product.
It is a well-known fact that three biggest European gardens are Spain, Italy, and France. But the European Union and especially Benelux are importing a lot of vegetables and fruits from all around the world. You are based in Holland and you can cover very well Benelux and the European Union. But how about your international network? Do you work with partners or you have own offices?
Yes, so as I mentioned before, we are part of the Normec Group, and the Normec Group is our mother company, which offers a variety of services. We have quality inspectors, we have specific lab testing companies, so we have a quite extensive network of different companies with different responsibilities. The thing is, in software, in these days, it's a very easy thing to get exposure around the world, because these days everybody has internet, everybody has access to Google, everybody can get all the knowledge they want. And for us, it's a great opportunity to use the internet and tools like applications on mobile phones and iPads to reach out to everybody. So although we are based in the Netherlands, everywhere is QC One being used. So yeah.
I believe that due that you are providing the same level of the standards to your customers, you also educate your abroad partners to provide the same standard.
Yeah.
And how this education program works? You go there and train people, or people come here?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. So at this moment, the way it works is we have a sister company, and they educate and provide learning modules to quality inspectors. Those can be quality inspectors that are just starting and don't have any knowledge, or just quality inspectors that need to refresh their knowledge. One of the things we discussed before is, of course, climate change, and that means your quality management has to adapt to climate change. So getting your knowledge up to speed from time to time is very important. So at this moment, it is working that quality inspectors come to the Netherlands, to our sister company, There are classes where they are taught in multiple days or longer on certain products, how they should work with the quality management. And depending on the requirements of what is necessary in terms of experience, that can be in either a day or in multiple days.
Jamie, as a father of 5 children, as a consumer, as a founder of the All Foods market platform, I have for you hundreds of questions, and I want to keep the space for our new meetings in future and discuss many details. But for now, if I make the resume of our first brief interview, I would definitely say to our subscribers and participants that you have a great company. But they most probably wouldn't believe me because they would see that I'm interested to promote you. How you can describe your company and assure people that you are the right choice?
I think it should be first-hand also experience, and of course I can tell you the best stories about our product, but the best thing would be for customers to get in touch with us so they can experience themselves first-hand how it is to speak to us. You have various options that are easy for customers to get started with our software. We can do demonstrations, we can create test environments, so customers can freely try our system and they can decide themselves, is this something I would see myself using for the next years? So I think our best promotion is the tool itself, and I am just a facilitator who brings you in contact with our tool, and it's up to you to decide whether that fits your process or not. We're very customizable, so that's one of the benefits. But yeah, it's up to you.
All right, Jamie, to be honest, I want to talk to you for hours, but I see outside the line of the customers who is waiting for you, and it's day 2 and it's very busy at your booth. So I wish you the great show, and I hope that you meet all your expectations from this show, and I hope to talk to you soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.